How we doing tonight? Yeah, come on. Let's go. Man, this is a beautiful crowd. Thank you all for coming. We have an amazing lineup of comedians from coast to coast, from Florida, Delaware, LA, and Chicago, and a few St. Louis here. So let's make some noise for them and let's get this show started. Now, I don't know if some of you know the song I came out to, but it's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. I don't know. I know some of you know it, but I don't know if some of you know that that was the first song to win an Oscar award. Yeah. It was also the first song that was playing when I was conceived, so it's only right I walk out to it. And I know what you're thinking. I look like a villain from GTA 5, but no. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am bald. This guy's older than me, has way more hair than I'll ever have in my life. It's a little upsetting. But being bald actually has some perks, you know? Like in the bedroom, I had a girl stick a plunger to my head and it rode me like a mechanical bull. None of them ever last a full 8 seconds. Now, sir, I'll tell you what, my favorite is when you stick a plunger to your head while a girl rides your face. I like to call that the merry-go-round. You should try it. And, like on my way down here, you know, with all the construction, there was some 18-wheelers, and I was just cruising, minding my business, and an 18-wheeler I let over, and he tapped his brakes, you know, as a little thank you. And to me, I just think when a trucker taps his brakes, it feels better than when a girl flashes her tits. Because to me, when a girl flashes her tits, my dick gets hard, right? But when an overweight trucker flashes his brake lights as a thank you, my dick gets hard. I came across this post the other day about somebody looking for a fourth. I was like, hey, I don't have anything going on this weekend, why not, you know? So they texted me the address and I showed up. The only thing was, they were looking for a fourth in golf. I thought it was an orgy. So you can imagine when they showed up in polos and slacks and I showed up in a Speedo with baby oil. I played that back nine so good though, whew. Now that weed's legal, I have a lot of random people's names and numbers saved in my phone. Like I don't ever have to use them anymore, right? Because I can just go down to the dispensary. But I was going through it and I realized that I saved everybody's names under like funny nicknames to remember who they were. Like Homeless Greg / Killer Weed. And then White James, not to confuse myself with Black James. And now that weed's legal, you know, like, my boss told me the other day, he's like, hey, I had an edible with dinner with my wife, and it didn't do nothing. But when we got home, we were kind of getting intimate, started getting hot and heavy, and the edible kicked in. And as she was going down on him, he threw up on her. Yeah. Yeah, I still asked him where he got that connection, because I'm trying to get that kind of weed. You know what I'm talking about. You probably got it. You got their crutches came in. He's like, I don't even have a bad leg. I'm on these edibles. And let's make some noise for our bartenders tonight. $2 beers? Yeah. Yeah. I wish they had $2 joints. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Because I don't drink. But there's two things that I love. Being a comedian and being a dad. Yeah. I don't know if he's cheering for the dad part or not, but being a dad is something that I found very important because growing up, my dad was always in and out of prison. And recently he got released, but unfortunately passed away due to gun violence. And at his funeral, I realized that we had a few things in common. One, we're both bald. I see where I get it. And two, we both can't take a shot. Yeah. So if you see me out tonight with a drink in my hand, just know it's not for me. It's for my dad to pour out, because just like my childhood, he isn't here to enjoy it. That's my mom laughing harder. I don't know if you guys... Now, speaking of felonies, I went to my high school reunion, and it looked like a AA meeting mixed with an NA meeting. And I realized it's because of the DARE program. Like, they should have just called it the Truth or Dare program. Because the truth is, your parents are drug addicts, and I dare you not to try these delicious drugs. Yeah. Now, life taught me more than the DARE program did. Because, like, nursery rhymes, I thought it went step on a crack, break your mama's back, right? I don't know if that's a drug dealer or not, but Mine went, step on some crack, flip it to make your money back. She must be an ex-drug dealer because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Those who don't know, stepping is a form of adding to your product to get some more return on your investment. I didn't have to go to college. I learned that on the streets. Now look, I may not have my high school diploma, but I'll tell you right now where this DARE certificate is, and I'm pretty damn proud of it. Well, let's make some noise for your comics tonight. Yeah. This first comic is coming from Chicago, a little bit closer than some of these other comedians, so let's make some noise for Robert Rule.
I'll be there in an hour.
So, sex with me is like a trip to Florida. It might not be great, but you'll remember it. And for some reason, Ron DeSantis is there. I've actually never been to Florida, which means I've never been to Disney World, and that's fine with me, because fuck Disney. I hate Disney. I hate the way that Disney basically tells people how to raise their kids. You know, people have said to me before, "Oh my God, Robert, you never went to Disney World? You didn't have a childhood." Why? Because I never shook hands with some disappointed theater major in a stupid costume? Look, I went to plenty of minor league baseball games. I think I got that covered. I might never have gotten a hug from Mickey Mouse, but I got plenty of high fives from Cammy the River Shark. Disney also likes to tell people whether or not they're showing their kids the right movies. People have said to me before, "Oh my God, Robert, you never saw The Lion King? Your parents must have been horrible." Yes, they were horrible. As a matter of fact, when I was 4, they wouldn't take me to see The Lion King. Instead, they made me go with them to see Schindler's List. So I do not have any kids, but I know that some people, when they have kids, they say they don't want their kids to be gay or autistic or female. I say, if I have kids, I just hope they don't have a fucking peanut allergy. I can also tell you this, if I do have kids, they will not play cowboys and Indians. I won't let that happen. They will not play cowboys and Indians. They'll play woke and canceled. So I don't have any kids. I'm not married either. And believe it or not, I've never been to a friend's wedding. I have, however, had to help a friend get through a divorce, and that's a lot more fun. Because when you have a friend who's getting married, you have to buy them a present. But when you have a friend who's going through a divorce, they will pay you to help them get their ex's shit out of the apartment. Like I said, I'm not married, but I have a friend who got married recently, and his new pronouns are now cuckold. I am in a relationship, though. My girlfriend and I, we met in real life. We met in real life because I had quit dating apps. I quit dating apps because I felt like all the girls I meet on dating apps, their vibe was, "Nah, dating in your 30s sucks. Dating in your 30s sucks." No, it doesn't. You suck. You treat dating like it's jury duty. You show up already not wanting to be there. You think people are going to be excited to talk to you? You say that you like your dog more than you like most people. You really think people are going to want to see you again? So, when I was a kid, my dad was a professor. And when I was in college, I thought I would look him up on ratemyprofessors.com. Big mistake. People weren't kind to him. How is this guy allowed to teach? I don't know. He has a PhD from Cornell. He's so monotone. Well, it's not really his job to entertain you. If you go to his office hours, he acts like you're bothering him. Yes, I believe that, absolutely. People used to say to me when I was a kid, "Oh, Robert, your dad teaches. Are you going to be a teacher when you grow up?" And I would always tell them, "No, because I'm not very good at explaining things. I can't even explain card games to my adult friends. How the hell am I going to get a bunch of 7-year-olds to understand critical race theory? How am I going to explain to 7-year-old Connor that he's automatically to blame for all of 7-year-old Keisha's problems? And another thing, if I can't explain things to these kids, how the hell can I be expected to groom them?" So I grew up on a farm in South Jersey, because my parents wanted me to know there were options in life. So I don't really like it when everyone assumes that people grew up in the suburbs, When I see things on Facebook, they're like, "When I was a kid, everyone knew their neighbors, kids played outside, and curfew was when the street lights came on." Yeah, that's great. The only neighbor that we had was an old farmer with only one arm and 2 fingers. If I didn't play outside, it was because there weren't any other kids for me to play with. And guess what? We didn't have street lights on our block. You don't have street lights on a block that goes house, orchard, house, wood, swamp, house, cornfield, house, wood, swamp, graveyard. So, even though both of my parents were scientists, we did have religion in our house. I was raised in the Quaker religion, and that just means that I'm not religious at all as an adult. Because you wouldn't take religion seriously either if the religion you were raised in had a breakfast cereal named after it. To give you an idea of how not religious I am, I used to get Good Friday and Black Friday mixed up. It seems like an easy thing to do. The day after Thanksgiving, you don't have to go to school. You get to eat leftover turkey. The news shows a bunch of people trampling each other in a Walmart doorway. That's a good day. I'm not religious. I'm not spiritual either. I'm not one of those people who tries to be interesting by saying, "Well, I was raised religious, but now I consider myself spiritual." That's like saying, "I used to be a coke fiend, now I just steal my nephew's Adderall." But some people think it's weird that I'm not religious because growing up I had a near-death experience. When I was 12, I was in a near-fatal car accident. Wasn't near-fatal for the driver, though. He died. But I gotta tell you, the worst part of that whole experience for me had to be going back to school because other kids thought they could just ask me anything about it. They'd ask me the most obnoxious questions. They'd say things to me like, "So, Robert, what was it like being in a coma?" As if it were an exotic vacation. "What was it like?" "I don't know, you idiot. I was unconscious." That's what makes it a coma. But I think the most annoying question I got was from this one girl who said to me, "So, Robert, when you were in a coma, did you lose weight?" "Yeah." "Oh my God, I wish I could go into a coma." "I wish you could too." So now you know why I'm a comedian. I like being a comedian. It is rewarding sometimes. I like to write for my comedy act, and sometimes I'll write in the public library. One time, I overheard a young female librarian helping a much older gentleman set up an online dating profile. And she actually had to tell him, "Well, 18's the youngest you're allowed to pick." It is rewarding being a comedian, but it comes with some risks. I recently read a troubling statistic that said attempting stand-up comedy even once increases your chances of becoming an elementary school assembly speaker. Because who better to talk to kids about the importance of staying away from drugs than a guy in his 40s with a beard and a mullet and a best friend named Forgetful Freddy who happens to be a puppet? So at my day job, I have a coworker who I think would be better off if he were self-employed. For those of you who don't know, self-employed is a euphemism for argumentative prick. I have another coworker. She's kind of weird. She's religious, and she won't say bad words, but she'll spell them. She'll come up to me and say, Robert, I'm sorry to be a pain in the ASS, but you have a mistake on your spreadsheet. Makes me wonder what it's like when she goes home to her husband and they decide to do dirty talk. You know, is she lying there like, yes, honey, lick my PUSSY, squeeze my TITS, give me all that COCK. Then when they're finished and cuddling, if he says to her, oh, baby, you fuck so good, does she hit him and say, watch your mouth and get your finger out of my ASS? All right, Crystal City, you've been a lot of fun. Give it back to your host, Tyler, everybody.
Let's make some noise for Rob. Let's go. I was sitting over there thinking, I'm like, you know, I look like the drug dealer, and he looks like the undercover cop that just arrested me. Now let's make some noise for another Chicago comedian, Femi.
Guys, give it up for Tyler. Yeah, Tyler is for sure the whitest nigger I have ever met. Yeah, he looks like he calls black women queen. I'm sure he has a black square on his Instagram. Such an ally. Speaking of white niggers, Trump. Yeah, he bombed Venezuela last week. Yeah, he also bombed Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria, and that shit really, really pissed me off. You know, like why would he miss my uncle's house? It was right there. Excited to be in Missouri. I went to school here in Missouri. It's been a lot of fun. I've been traveling a lot. You know, traveled to Vegas. Give it up for Vegas. Yeah. It was awesome. I came back with my life partner, Rhea. Yeah, Rhea is short for gonorrhea. Hell yeah. That woman is loving my shirt. Vegas was awesome. I got to see the KKK Convention Center, or as you guys call it, White Castle. It was awesome. I also saw the award for David Copperfield. Do you guys know who David Copperfield is? No way! I'm not the only virgin in the house. Yeah, damn, that shit's gay as fuck. I think the coolest thing I ever saw in Vegas were those self-driving cars. Have you guys seen them? Yeah, very, very cool. I walked past one of them and it rolled its windows up. Like, not taking any risks. Lived in America for nearly 6 years. Like, my 6th year anniversary is coming up in like a couple months, which means I am officially illegal. Please don't call ICE. Or do call them, I don't want to pay for my flights. No one ever thinks I'm American, you know. I was talking to this man and he was like, there's no way you are American. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because you're not fat and stupid. I mean, he did get that right, you know. But I am like American, like dual citizen, which is a blessing, you know. And if you don't know, it means that I get to pay taxes in one country and commit tax fraud in another. Is amazing. Sweet deal. I think when I was in Nigeria, a guy asked me, I was like, hey, what is the best part about being American? Like, sir, with the gray beard, what is the best part about being American? Yes. Yep.
Being free.
Nah, you guys are not free.
You got a job, right? It's saying whatever you want to say.
Okay, sure. I mean, say fuck ice.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound very free. And I was talking to my buddy, and I said the best part about being American is, get this, not having to marry a white woman, but getting to. Guys, you're for a white woman. No?
You're the wrong guy about that one.
I feel like I walked into something. So, sir, why are we not giving it up to white women?
I like talking.
Just like my brother Tyler. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. He's such an ally. I fucking love that dude.
You picked on the wrong one.
I am regretting my decisions right now.
My face feels like it's redder than my hair right now.
I mean, you are ginger, so to be honest, you're probably one of us. Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah, please don't say it. I think.
I feel like you're picking on me.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. What are you going to go cry? Shit. Live in Chicago. There's a lot of trains in Chicago. My favorite thing in Chicago. I love the trains. This one time I'm on the train. I walk into the train and walk in on a homeless man masturbating. Disgusting. Yeah, they hate it when you try to join them. They really fucking hate that shit. Moving to America was scary. It really, really was, I was scared of drinking the water. Because I thought it was going to make you gay and autistic. I read it in a podcast by the great philosopher, you might know him, Alex Jones. Hell yeah. Yeah. And then I got diagnosed with ADHD by YouTube ad suggestions, which is weirdly like the closest thing we would ever have to free healthcare in America. And I'm kind of glad we don't have free healthcare, because it'd be horrible. Just imagine this, okay? Guys, imagine with me. You are in the doctor's office, scared, nervous, about to find out whether or not you have HIV. And the doctor is like, your test result is brought to you by betterhelp.com. You are going to need it. Or you'll be in the hospital with a knife in your deck. And you might be like, Femi, that is unrealistic. I could never have a knife stuck in my dick. Clearly, you don't date Latinas. Let's see. Again, I'm having a great time. I don't care. I want you guys to know one thing. I still get paid. It doesn't matter how well or how bad I do. Honestly, I am incentivized to do bad. I think one of the biggest culture shocks moving to America was white people. I didn't know that you guys were real. I mean, if you watch Superman, there's no way you think that white people are real. Like, he can get shot, he can fly. That shit is not real, no. I want to change it around. Guys, who wants to talk about sex? Yeah. Hell yeah, exactly. Fuck yes. We're about to have a great time. Like, sir, what is your favorite part about sex?
Favorite part about sex?
Mm-hmm.
Foreplay.
Hell yeah, love that. My favorite part, post-nut clarity. Post-nut clarity is amazing. Because on 1 second, you're like, anything goes. And then you come. And then you're like, I don't like getting pegged. Hell yeah. Why? Sorry, did you like that joke? Nah, you didn't like it. Oh, me? Yes. Yeah. I do know. I'm going to do the second one just for you. Oh yeah, this one is for you. So my birthday was a couple weeks ago. Thank you. Hell yeah. And to celebrate, I asked my girlfriend. I was like, "Hey, can we recreate my favorite pornography?"
Can you speak up?
Oh yeah, 100. Fuck it. I was like, "Hey, can we recreate my favorite pornography?" And she was like, "I am not a whore." And I'm like, "All I want you to be is a midget." Nice. Okay, John, let me try that joke again. You guys liked it. So my birthday was a couple weeks ago. Hell yeah. Dude, we're vibing so hard. I'm doing an orgy in my hotel room. You're invited. Bring your wife. Sir, I don't think you are allowed to say that. It is not PC.
Small people.
Oh yeah, small people, sure, I guess. Children, no. Nope. Way too much. Get on. Yeah. So my birthday was a couple weeks ago. And to celebrate, I asked my girlfriend, I was like, "Hey, can we recreate my favorite pornography?" And she was like, "I am not a whore." And I'm like, "All I want you to be is a Chinese midget with Down syndrome." Oh yeah. You guys are awesome. I want to do crowd work. You guys seem very, very interesting. Like, sir in the cowboy hat. What's your name?
My name's Eli.
Boring. I can't do anything. Okay, let's. I don't care. You. Sure, fair way. Okay, let me try this. What is your mother's maiden name?
What's that?
What is your mother's maiden name?
My mother's maiden name?
Mm-hmm.
It's Nelson.
Nelson. Oh, yeah. What was the name of your childhood pet? And what is your social security number? Guys, give it up for your host. You guys have been awesome. Thank you. Let's go.
Oh, that was great. Let's make some noise for Femi. That was awesome. That was awesome. He called me the N-word, and now I can close the night. We can go home. We don't need to do the rest of the show. I'm great. I'm like, yes. All right. Now we got the show rolling. Let's make some noise for an in-home St. Louis, a crowd favorite. Let's make some noise for Josh Reynolds.
Friday fire, man, I work out on climb. Boss man could shove that overtime up his can. Oh.
I like that. That's about cool as shit. How you doing? I hope you don't try to pull that security code shit on my credit. What's your maiden name, mom's maiden name? He ain't gonna get nothing from me, I'll tell you that much. I don't know about you guys, but I thought I'd have a lot more money than I do by now. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I did. Fuck, I got zip ties holding up the bumper on my goddamn trap van. Ain't nobody trying to fuck me. Nobody at all. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I go to junkyards. That's what I do. Get my bitches and my materials. It's all good. And I'll put her on that scale. Come on now. I'm all about that. It sucks being poor. I'm hitting it. It's hitting me. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. We're all gonna be friends by the end of the night. The other day, I ate a peanut butter and jelly on a hot dog bun. I know it's kind of technically the same, but I ain't gonna lie, it tasted so poor. I did. I told the wife she's gonna have to change her shopping habits. Less time on Amazon, more time at yard sales. You know what I'm talking about? I fucking love yard sales. I love haggling for my prices. Anybody else? Hell yeah, I come from a long line of hagglers. My mama was a haggler. My grandma was a haggler. Hell, even my great-grandma was haggling back in the Depression. Actually, we're pretty sure she was just robbing people, but fuck it, who cares? Kept them fed. And I'm talking about real yard sales, okay? I ain't talking about these bougie-ass garage sales that you fuckers probably go to. I'll tell you this, if you got your used merch around walls and a roof, and the sale don't start till that door opens, bitch, you got a store and I ain't paying those prices. I am not doing that. I need a makeshift table under a canopy attached to a camper. That's what I'm fucking looking for. I stopped by one the other day. Had 30 pairs of sandals just laid out. I said, what do we got here? Because I like to go to yard sales, buy shit cheap, put it in my yard sale, make a profit. That's what we're trying to do. Fucking hustle and bustle out here. So I walk up, I was like, hey, what we got here? She said, I'm selling Crocs and Coochie, baby. Buy one, get the second for free. I said, fuck yeah. Crocs and Coochie. So yeah, I walked away with about 30 pairs of free Crocs, you know what I'm saying? I paid for the Coochie. I paid for it. What I didn't know, what the hospital told me, she even threw in the MRSA, so that was fun. Sticky icky is what that is. Oh, God damn. Yeah, a little bit icky. How was the comedy show the other night? Well, it was all fine until a guy started talking about MRSA. I mean, I'll probably still fuck him, but hope he texts me back. Look at you when I said that, fella. Yeah, fucking yard sale. My family we grew up thinking the weekends were made for two things: yard sales and cocktails. Am I right? That's what it's made. You're like, of course you fucking, we all know you drink. Got a family drinking problem. I know your family does, sir. We're in the same boat. We look alike. I can smell my own. Yard sales and cocktails. It'll be all right. Does suck when it's not yard sale season, and yes, there is a season. Yes, there is. She knows. I do gotta go to the stores. You can probably tell by really my vibe and my whole personality that I shop at the Walmarts. It's all right. It gets even worse because when we go out of town, we stop by their Walmart just to see if they got better shit than we got.
Yeah, what's on sale?
And they do. Their fucking hamburger helper selection is off the chain, son. Fucking delicious. Yeah, we do. But this is a little PSA for the parents that got little kids. Keep your little badass kids in the proper retail chain lane, okay? I'm gonna give you an example. If you got kids that act a fool in Walmart, don't take their ass to Target, okay? Because on the off chance that I do get to go to Target, I'm just trying to walk around with my Starbucks, trying to see what I want to steal. All right, I'm trying to enjoy my time, see how the other half lives. All right? You drop your kid off at the fucking Dollar General, let them run amok in that fucking chaotic mess. And if they're really bad, fucking take them to Family Dollar, and just fucking cut them off completely. Tell them, go and get now. Fucking fly. Little redneck retail, that's what I'm into. You guys into that? I know you are. Even though you haven't cracked a smile, a smirk, or nothing, but I like your style, sir. I do. I like that redneck retail. I go to the poor man's Costco, aka a flea market. You guys been there? Fucking A. You'll see some shit there that'll knock your fucking Dale Earnhardt tank top right off your tits. Fucking R.I.P. Intimidator. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, when I was younger, me and my parents went to a flea market, you know, back to school shopping as you do. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my dad goes, "Holy shit," and then takes off walking. We're also a religious family. And next thing I know is he's talking to this guy. He said, "Josh, come over here." I go over there. He goes, "This is a high school friend of mine named Drifter." All right? My dad went to school in the 60s. Okay? So we got to talking. Turns out, Drifter would just take a whole bunch of LSD and then kind of drift off, show up 2 weeks later, tell him about all the cool shit he did. That's what I'm talking about. But before I left, Drifter gave me a little advice that I'm going to share with you guys. Yes. Oh, it's a fucking dandy, buddy. It's a fucking dandy. Drifter, swear to God, Drifter looks down at me and said, "Josh, I just want to let you know, if you go to a party and take a whole bunch of drugs, you can't unfuck your cousin." I said, "Drifter!" He's fucking right, though. You can't. I got the tape to prove it. Everybody wants to show me. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking Drifter. Any grandparents out there?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm a grandpa. I'm a pawpaw. I am. I'm a young pawpaw. A fucking gilf, if you will. You know what I'm talking about, lady. Got that trap band in the back. Let's do this. How's your grandson? Grandkids? How are they?
5 days.
5 days, yeah. I'm at 8 months, so we're at 7. Look, I hate to say this to you, but my grandkid's way cuter. I'm so sorry. No, I'm just joking. You're a good-looking fella.
So is your mom.
Yes, she is. She tucks it, though. She tucks it. You can't even see that wiener. Dude, go back. It'll be all right. She got a big old wiener. It's okay. That's where I get mine from. Not one fucking, there's no truth to that at all. Not even a fucking, I gotta put my thumb in my butt just to poke it out a quarter inch, bitch. I'm trying to get everything I can. I'm trying to get everything I can. You guys are my kind of people. I like you. Yeah, but he's teething. Teething's the worst. Huh?
On it?
On it? I don't know, whiskey? Cigarettes? That's what we've been doing. I don't know.
The wiener.
Oh, the wiener. Oh. Yeah. She goes, ew, and he goes, yeah. All right, that. Let's get these fuckers some shots. We're gonna do some weird shit tonight. Get a fucking crack in here in Crystal City. That's what's up. No, but he's teething. It's the worst, dude. But as a grandpa, you do change a little bit. I am getting a little softer. Because if my kids were teething, they found out what a pillow smelled like. That's what they did when they wouldn't stop crying. I knew his mom wouldn't like that, so I didn't do it. Like I said, we do whiskey and Marlboro Reds. That's how we roll, baby. Then I get in trouble because he slept for a day. I'm like, "What do you want? Him crying or sleeping? To pick one." It was a little rough for you guys. That's all right. We'll move past that. We'll move past that. The wife, been with the wife for a long time. About 21 years. I'm only fucking 42, been with her 21 years. What the fuck did I do, fellas? I should have been out there just trying to get that. But he knows, look, he's laughing. He knows.
We all wanted to clap.
Yeah, I know,
I've
exactly.
had that in a year.
Fuck, it's time. We're into weird shit now. I couldn't be single. I gotta have that girl doing weird shit. I'm like, you need to wear a ballerina costume. I need a clown mask. Shit's fucking weird. Told my wife we gotta cut this shit out. I'm a pawpaw now, and pawpaws can't be getting pegged. All right, we can't do it no more. No, it's no. You guys got pets? Yeah, kids got pets?
Yep.
We've had about every pet you can fucking imagine. I got 3 kids, right? And we got dogs, cats, chickens. My sister dropped off a goat, thought it was hilarious. Well, around this time, we had a little baby rabbit named Poopy. Right? And my wife, she works on the weekends, so I was at home watching these little fucking Walmart kids is what I was doing. And I went outside to have a smoke, and I realized something got into Poopy's cage and bit it on its neck and killed it. And I was like, man, now I gotta go tell these little badass kids that the rabbit's dead. Right? But like I said, I've been smoking, so I came up with this idea. Now listen, don't you fuckers judge me. Okay? I snuck inside, I got a piece of paper and a pencil, and I wrote a suicide note from Poopy to my kids. All right? And I brought that note here with me. It says, Dear JC, Raylan, and Boyd, I have heard you kids fighting all day and not listening to your dad and been very bad kids. So I decided to kill myself, so maybe in my next life I will be with a family that loves each other, especially their father. P.S. I want to make this perfectly clear. The reason I did this is because you kids are bad, you kids are so bad, and it's all your fault. Sincerely, Poopy. So, of course, my daughter, she's the oldest, she's like, what the fuck? I'm like, I know, this is crazy. And then my middle boy, whose rabbit it is, he's all confused. He's like, Poopy can ride? I'm like, I know. Then there's my youngest. He's the fucking worst, right? And at the time, he couldn't read the best, but he knew something was going on. Well, he got the paper and looked at Poopy, looked at the paper and looked back down at Poopy, and then there was a moment of silence. And then he just gets down, squares up, and goes, you're a fucking pussy. And then just runs away. I'm Josh Reynolds, everybody. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the boys round here drinking that.
Let's go for Josh. No wonder he's a crowd favorite. Let's go. Now, as you can see, there's some businesses on our backdrop. So if you know anybody who has a business that could sponsor our backdrop, it'll help take us. We have dates in Chicago, Ohio, and LA to take it on a tour. So you'll be help supporting Marlon, me, and Josh as well. So also go on social media and follow STL Comedy Studios on all social media. Thank you. My one follower. Now, this next comedian is from Vero Beach, Florida. Let's make some noise for Steve Kulisic.
Yeah! All right. January. How's everyone's January going? Good. Anyone doing the dry January? No. You guys know what that is? That's where you voluntarily give up drinking for the month of January. It's a voluntary month of sobriety. They have a few of these. They have Sober October, Dry July, and I think that's bullshit. Because what do we get in return? A smattering of days. St. Patrick's Day, New Year's Eve, 4th of July, that's it. I think we should follow Dry January with Fentanyl February. You can decorate. You know, you can put a tree up, a fentanyl tree. It's like a Christmas tree. They both have needles. You can hang Narcan by the fireplace. You can see you're still alive in March. I personally like October. That's my favorite month of the year. I like October for several reasons. I'm a big Halloween fan. Do we have any Halloween fans out there? Okay, a couple people. All right. I do. I like Halloween. I'm 42. Okay, Halloween was a big deal when I was a kid. You mapped out your route with your friends, right? When you were going trick-or-treating, you got your pillowcase. It's not like that anymore. At least not where I live, Vero Beach, Florida. I had one trick-or-treater last year. And it wasn't even a trick-or-treater. It was the Uber Eats guy. That's what the kids do now. They order him on the app. He goes around, he collects all the candy for them, and brings it back to their house. Had a great costume. When is a 50-something who made poor life choices? A few Uber drivers in the room, I can see. Inspired my costume, 40-something who made poor life choices. Another reason I like October, I think it's a very important month because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I think that's a very important thing to remember. Yes, boobies. A few years ago, down in Florida, down in Wellington, Florida, a little south of where I live, we had a gentleman, a doctor, who was going door to door giving women free breast exams for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What a guy. Only one problem. He was never a doctor. He never went to medical school. Never had any training. And when that hit the news, I freaked out. Because I had just had my free door-to-door prostate exam the week before. I didn't know if it was accurate. There was a lot of beckoning. Is there supposed to be beckoning? Is it supposed to last 45 minutes? Probably out by now. I should get another one. No, you know how they got him? Knock at the door. He'd introduce himself and he would just go. You're fine. I'm from Vero Beach, Florida. How do you get to Crystal City, Missouri from Vero Beach, Florida? Frontier Airlines and comp rooms at the casino. That's how you get here. That's it. I flew Frontier. Has anyone ever flown that joyous airline? Yes. Ultra low cost, a la carte airlines, right? You get the $29.99 fare, but they hit you for everything after, right? They hit you for water, for food, for carry-ons. I was flying Frontier one time. We had an onboard emergency, so the yellow mask deployed from above, you have to put it on, secure it over your nose and mouth, and then tap it with your credit card to get the air to come out. Of course, if you have children, same thing. You gotta, put it on, secure it, tap the air to get, tap the credit card to get the air to come out. What do they normally say in airlines when you sit in an exit row? Are you willing to help in an emergency, and can you lift 25 pounds? Not on Frontier, they ask what your credit score is because it takes a lot of money to get that door open, and that's not inflating people. They're always throwing people off airlines. They're always kicking people off. You're always hearing those stories about how people are being escorted off the plane. But it's never the people it should be. Olivia Gupta, that's Christian McCaffrey's wife, she was kicked off an American Airlines flight because her shorts were too short and her top was too low cut. 2 Turkish female bodybuilders, fitness models, were kicked off a plane for the same reason. That has never happened to me in steerage on Frontier. I have never looked to my left and said, my God, Miss America's not wearing enough clothes. Come save me, flight attendant, please save me. No, I am standing there looking to my left saying, my God, that person is not wearing enough deodorant. That is what I'm saying. Driving's not much better. How are the driving? How's the drivers here in St. Louis? Terrible. Terrible? I saw this in Forbes magazine.
We call it NASCAR.
Call it NASCAR? According to Forbes magazine, per capita, what would you say the #1 state for road rage is?
Missouri.
No, you think it's up in New York or maybe California. Per capita, the #1 state for road rage is Utah. The Mormons. They beat the horn and they give more obscene gestures than anyone else. Apparently God listens but doesn't watch. But I thought about it. If I was in a car with 3 wives and 9 children, I'd beat the hell out of the horn too. Probably crash into a ditch. A little bit about me. I said I was 42. I only have 1 kidney. It happened when I'm fine. I'm well, I'm healthy, but I only have 1 kidney. It happened when I was an infant. My parents needed the money. Apparently you get more for the baby organs. Didn't get much better as I grew up. College is expensive. I just don't know why someone needs 1 testicle. Who in here has like kids, not big or grown kids like me? Does anybody have like younger kids?
I I have a 3-year-old.
They're expensive, right?
I mean, yeah.
They are really expensive. I don't have any. I know a lot of my friends do. A couple I know not too long ago had a baby. So, of course, we went to baby shower, did a bunch of stuff for him. One of the things they needed was a crib. The average price of a crib is between $400 and $800, with some cribs going as much as $1,000. For $1,000, that crib better feed, change, and keep that kid quiet at night.
Amen.
I looked this up. You go on Amazon. $40 puppy crate. You don't tell anybody.
I looked into doggy beds too.
Doggy beds. Relative of mine. I don't talk to her, so it's okay. Her and her husband had a baby. Their baby was born perfectly healthy, except she was born with one ear. She's okay, she can hear, she's fine. She's born with one ear. So they have to get her a prosthetic ear. But because it is cosmetic, insurance companies will not pay for it. And as she grows, she's got to get a new prosthetic ear every couple of years. The average price of a prosthetic ear is between $8,000 and $12,000. Better be funny. I went on Amazon, $25, Mr. Potato Head. The kid's got ears, nose, lips, eyes, anything that kid needs until they're 18. I was very disappointed in my casino hotel. They have no hot tub. I like hot tubs. I don't have one at home. I live not far from Orlando. Me and my girlfriend would go over there. We'll do a staycation. And we'll stay a couple days. And I like to use the hot tub. Even in the summer, even in the 125-degree heat, I will go out in the middle of the day and I will sit in the hot tub. But it gets too crowded. I hate crowds. I'm in there by myself. I close my eyes. I open them. There's 17 people in me. There's a kid in there with snorkels and fins splashing around. That's when I like to take the time to tell the entire hot tub how much it helps my itching and burning and my, It does. No, it really does. I don't like crowds. I'll do the same thing in an elevator. If you crowd me in an elevator, right, there's always somebody yelling, there's more room, there's more room. No, there is not more room. If you crowd me in an elevator, I will fart. I will. I get confused a lot. I was out in public the other day, saw a young lady. She had a bunch of writing on her shirt. It was in cursive. I'm always interested to know what people advertise on themselves. But it had those little gems on it. It was written with those little, what do you call them? Like the little rhinestones. It was like bedazzled, right? I got confused. I thought that was like Braille. I thought you were supposed to reach out and read that with your fingers. Of course, as the deputy pointed out, I don't know how to read Braille. Robert talked about Disney World earlier. I'm an hour from Disney World. It's not what it used to be. It's gone downhill. People are waiting so long in line for rides, they're actually defecating in line for the ride. There should not be more logs in line for the log ride than on the log ride. Disneyland in California, they had a gentleman rip up all his clothes and go streaking down Main Street, USA. Eyewitnesses described it as it's a small world after all. Any McDonald's fans out there? Mickey D's? No? It's okay. You probably missed this. They came a while back, they came out with adult Happy Meals. Did anybody get one of those? It's like a regular Happy Meal, only the toys vibrate.
Damn it.
My girlfriend went 5 times that week. And she's a vegan. I appreciate you all being out here missing the football tonight. Do I have any football fans?
Yes.
Yes, football fans. I'm not the football fan I once was. I kind of lost an interest for the game. I don't really watch on TV that much. My girlfriend watches way more football than I do. She's from Atlanta, Georgia. She's a die-hard Atlanta Falcons fan. Boo. No, do not boo. Best girl I ever dated. You don't want Chiefs fan. They've won too much. You don't want Ram fan. They've won too much. You want to date someone from Atlanta. or Cleveland, or Detroit. Because that way she's used to disappointment and failure. Never date a Patriots fan. They cheat. I like to read a lot, news articles, things like that. And I saw this, it was a study from the Department of Education. And it said that 10% of all students who are educated in the United States experience sexual misconduct by an educator. I'll say it again, 10% of all students who are educated in the United States experience sexual misconduct by an educator. It's fine if it's the hot music teacher, but I'm sure it's rough if you're homeschooled. It's not much better in college. 14% of all students in college admit to sleeping with a professor or a teaching assistant for grades. Anybody else? Anybody else? Listen, if I wasn't going to pass math if it wasn't for hand jobs. Okay, that was the only way I was going to pass math. I'm actually kidding about that. When I went to a Catholic school, I was way too old for him by that point. I failed math. I failed. I did. I failed. I was talking about flying earlier. I used to fly a lot. I used to work in Los Angeles, and I used to live in Orlando, Florida, and I actually flew back and forth. 5 hours, 50 minutes. And I was getting jet lagged a bunch. And I read a research study that said if you take Viagra before you fly, it'll cure jet lag. And I was desperate. I mean, the research study was in hamsters, but I went with it. So I got some Viagra, and I flew from Orlando to Los Angeles, no jet lag. Perfectly fine. Couldn't put the tray table down, but perfectly fine. I'm gonna get out of here. I got one more for you. You guys have been great. I'm lucky enough to have a small job in comedy. I host a local club where I work. I get fortunate enough to get booked in places and perform and live my dream a little bit. But I do have a day job that I go to. But I want you all to know this, is that I treat my second job no different than I treat my day job. I am every bit as unprepared, unprofessional, and drunk here as I am at my day job. In case you're wondering, I'm a school bus driver. That's been great. My name's Steve Kalissa.
Where it began, I can't begin to know him.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming to support this comedy show because we have some great comedians, as you can tell, from traveling all across the country. This next comedian, though, is coming from home at STL. Let's make some noise for Marlon Mack.
Stop the mute. Thank you. That's his favorite song, not mine. Apparently. Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year. I like Crystal City. It's like my fourth time coming down here. It's always been safe. When I first got down here, I was nervous, but third time's a charm. I love it. This is great. This is great, man. I've been celebrating a lot of accomplishments, you know. Recently, I was in like this movie called Hustle City. You could clap it up for my little movie role. Small little movie role. I'm telling you a story about this movie, right? First day of shooting, I got kicked off set. Here's why I got kicked off set. For some odd reason, the director thought it would be a good idea to put me in the sex scene. They got mad when I brought condoms to the sex scene. Like, Mac, it ain't that type of sex scene. I said, brother, I only know one type of sex scene. I've been practicing this for about 15 years, man. I know I've been ready for this. But it's cool, I didn't even want to film with the little girl anyway. I didn't even mean to say little girl, but that worked out as a joke. I'm gonna take it. I didn't want to film with the lady anyway. She was too small for me, too skinny. I like big girls, know what I'm saying? They be like, you gotta be too something to do something. I be like, you gotta be, you feel me? She ain't 280, she ain't a lady. She ain't 350, she ain't come with me.
That part. Shoot. I say you gotta be 3 something to see something. 4 something to know something. But if you 5 something, you ain't riding nothing. Definitely not me. I know my limits. You feel me?
And I ain't got time to be on my 600-pound life. I feel like if you 600 pounds, your nickname is everybody. Yo, Mac, who you bringing to the barbecue? Everybody. Like, nah, it's just Tiffany. Just Tiffany. Shoot, I like my women with backs big and good wigs. Backs wide and thick thighs. Just saying, if your thighs don't touch, we can't do much. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say, man. It's always been my preference. I didn't know that was a preference for real, like until like some of my friends pointed it out. I remember we was kids, you know what I'm saying? We was watching some movie. I cannot remember the name of this movie, but it was like this green monster and this talking donkey, right? And they was traveling, it was crazy. And the green monster and the talking donkey, they went to go rescue this white woman. They rescued her. Then that night, she turned into a green monster. And I was like, I'll fuck the shit out that green monster. See the titties on that green monster? I have no clue what that movie was, man, but I enjoyed it. Fellas, I'm gonna talk to you, man. Most of y'all booed up, but y'all gotta pay attention. You gotta vet these women when you date them. Here's what I mean when I say vet these women. Sometimes they know things you don't think they know. For instance, I was dating a woman, she got mad at me, took the whole starter out my car, I was pissed. Took the whole damn starter. They go say, come over here so we can talk about it. Bitch, Uber me, I can't get over there. Bring me my starter. Fix my car. But I thought she lied to me. I'm like, I thought she was a stripper because she said she worked at the Zone. She meant AutoZone. I was mad as hell. Like, yeah. I told you, you don't listen. No, you gotta be more specific. If I would have known, I would have been more careful with my actions. I'm a teacher, by the way. Clap it up for that. I teach. That's what I do. And I'm gonna say some things you never really heard a teacher say before, so listen carefully, because you might not ever hear it again. What'd you say, brother?
I said, I think we did.
You think you heard it? Nah. That was good. I'm gonna tell you something else, though. You kids are stupid. They stupid. You're some of the most dysfunctional children I ever taught in my life. I know crack babies have worked better than these kids. I should know, because I am one. I think I'm doing okay. I don't know. Feel me? They different. These are like fentanyl and hot Cheeto babies. I understand what y'all been doing with these kids. These Corona kids is just different. And the parents is different too. For instance, earlier this year, beginning of the school year, first day of school, kid rolls into my class, does a Michael Jackson spin, and then glides to his desk. I was like, how the fuck did he do that? It's like magic. I didn't know. Come to find out, this kid had Heelys on. You know what Heelys are? Heelys are the shoes got the wheels. For safety reasons, I had to take the wheels out of his shoes. To this day, the whole school calls me the repo man. I hate it. I hate it. So damn much. I had to explain that shit to my boss. Mr. Mac, well, everybody calling you the repo man. He walked up, because he took my wheels, cuz. Like, get the fuck out of here. They different. Then I got this other student, I call him my rainbow student. You know what I'm saying? This is 5th grade, but he already identifies as that. My little rainbow student. But it's cool though, I got his back. I let him do him. As long as he let me be me, that's my student, I got his back. The problem is, he a little extra, a lot of extra. I'm doing attendance, his name is Aaron. And he gonna tell me to call him Ronnie. I'm not calling you no fucking Ronnie, that's not your name. Then, he asks a lot of questions, because he knows. He be like, Mr. Mac, you got a wife? I said no. You got a girlfriend? No. You got a pet? No. You lonely? No, I mean, I'm alone, but I ain't lonely. Like, relax. Are you gay? No. Are you sure? Why you ask that question twice? Like, out of all the questions you just asked me. Then he gonna say clock it and walk off. First of all, you ain't clocked nothing, Aaron. Then he had an incident at recess. Like I said, that's my student, I got his back. He walks up to me, Mr. Mac, they bother me. I'm like, what they doing, Aaron? What they doing? I got your back. What they doing? They bullying you? He said, yeah. I said, what they do? They keep calling me gay. So I looked at him. He looked at me, I looked at him. Then I said clock it and I walked off. Cause like, don't be bothering me with this truth, little nigga. Like, stop it. We all know these problems. We know the truth. And like I said, the kids are different. I be trying to connect with them. Like at lunch, I came past this little girl, she was eating the Lunchable, the piece of Lunchables. You know what I'm saying? I just hey, when I was little, I used to try to microwave those little pizza Lunchables like it was a real pizza. That's what I used to do. And she just looked up, she's like, nah, I like it raw, like Jeffrey Dahmer. I was like, what the fuck is she? What? How do we even know that? Like, what? How do you even know who that is? It's so concerning. Kids, man, they different. And I be getting written up for like dumb shit. Like for instance, I had a problem with a kid, and the kid cursed me out, and then I said something back, and my boss was like, "You can't be cursing out the kids." First of all, I didn't curse out the student. I was cursing with the student. With the student. Well, what happened, Mr. Mack? He told me to shut the fuck up, and I told him, make me shut the fuck up. And he didn't, and now we're here. Causing problems around me. It's a lot of things that go on at the schools. Like, for instance, I don't like the drills. Like, when we gotta practice drills, because I feel like I'm lying to the kids. We practicing the earthquake drill. I gotta pretend like if the earthquake, nobody's gonna die. Somebody might. I can't predict the future. We practice fire drills. I gotta pretend like I won't save me first. I might. Damn it. The drill I feel the safest in as an educator, me the safest, is the intruder drill. You know, somebody comes in, they try to harm the kids, and everybody, then we gotta lock the doors and bunker down and hide. The reason I feel the safest during that drill is because if an intruder comes in my class, I feel like I got about 25 bargaining chips. You know, just saying, I got a shot. I can negotiate up out of there. Usually, they only come from one student, and I can be like, get Ronnie, he's in the corner. Oh, I'll write the letter to his parents later. You know what I'm saying? Get that one. Man, I remember one time I got written up. Because as a comedian, it's like I be towing the line about what's appropriate, what's inappropriate in the work and all that, even in real life sometimes. April Fool's Day. I thought it'd be a good idea to show kids news clips of 9/11 every time it was happening, right then, right there, right now. Right then, right there, right now. These kids were petrified. They didn't know what the hell to do. They was crying, running, and one kid was like, I hope nobody jumps. I said, wait for it. Oh man, they marched me down to that office so damn fast. Watched me down there quicker than Justin Bieber at a Diddy party. It was crazy. Sat in that office more nervous than the child star at Nickelodeon. It was off the chain. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, so many things happen. And then like my coworkers, like I don't even be liking a lot of them. And some of them be very rude. Again, I got written up again for accidentally calling my coworker the B word. Calling her the B word. This is what happened. We gotta do this whole group get to know you game that administration wants us to do. Cool. They made it weird because they made it look like it was speed dating, which is very fucking strange. So some of us had to sit at a table, some people had to rotate around. I was one of the ones who was sitting at the table. They gave us some questions to read off, then we read it to the person, they gotta answer the question. Cool, I got it. It gets to me, I read my question to my coworker. Question is, who is your celebrity crush? Coworker says, Idris Elba. I'm like, cool. Handsome guy, great actor. Ain't got no problems with that. The issue came in, she had to ask me, who's my celebrity crush? I said, Lizzo. She said, ew. I said, bitch, the fuck you talking? Oh, cockeyed, non-teaching ass bitch. Like, what are we doing? Then go send me to the office. Principal said, Mrs. Mack, you can't be calling your coworkers a B word. I was like, you sure wasn't the cockeyed, non-teaching, having ass part? Like, that was the part I thought meant the most. I don't know. On another note, have y'all ever heard of the Yanni steam? What? Yanni steaming? I just learned about this. Yanni steaming. Over winter break. Apparently, Yanni steaming is when some women get this damn crock pot pot. They put herbs and spices in it, steam it and boil it, and then stand over it with their lady parts. And it's supposed to rejuvenate their lady parts. You can look this up. I just learned about this shit recently. I just learned about this. Look it up. It's Yanni steaming. Now, I'm not sure if it actually works, but here's what happened with my experience with the Yanni steam. So I go over a young lady's house who I'm talking to. Something smells good. I go to the kitchen. I see this pot of stew. I said, tastes delicious. She comes out, she's in the towel. I said, what you cooking? Collard greens? Like, what's going on? She said, that is my Yanni steam. I said, what the fuck is a Yanni steam? She said, I stand over that, and I was like, yo, poo Yanni? Like, you talking about your poo Yanni? Like, that's... Okay. She was like, I was like, well, how long was you sitting over this little crock pot? You cooking coochie over the crock pot. She was like, 5 minutes. I was like, go to the bedroom. I gotta taste this from the tap. Like, shit tastes delicious. I'm out here accidentally eating coochie stew. This is ridiculous. Coochie stew. It was fantastic. I learned a lot of things over winter break. For instance, there was a question I always wanted to ask my gay cousin. She's a stud, she's gay. And I always wanted to know, like, when two women have sex, how and when does it end? Because I know when I have sex with a woman, it's over when I'm over. It's done when I'm done. Like, she can finish many times, but when I'm yeah. But I don't know what happens when two women do it. Because she always used to brag like, hey, we was fucking till the sun came up. Like, I'm like, you don't get tired? And teasing me because she swapped dicks out. I was like, you swap dicks out? I wish I could give my dick a break and go that long too if I could do that. And so she said, this is how they know when they finish. She said, when somebody taps out. And I'm like, y'all just having a no-holds-barred submission sex match? Like, when somebody taps out, that's not how it's supposed to end in my head. It's when somebody taps out. And then she kept telling me about, like, how she got, like, the different, the dicks and how she cleaned them because she be outside. And the whole time she was telling me this, she was boiling one in the gumbo pot. Because apparently that's how you clean them. You boil it in the pot. The fucked up part, I was sitting on the couch as she was talking to me eating gumbo. So I was confused. Looking at the pot, I'm looking at She's like, yeah, man, it's dope because I'm happy I got multiple dicks. I said, I'm happy you got multiple gumbo pots because I already had coochie stew. I can't eat dick gumbo. So many things wrong. Ladies, I'm tired of y'all sex toys looking too much like toys, not enough like sex. Too much, because I get confused. I'm having a good time. Got this lady in the bed, I'm going in. Some of my best work, at least I thought it was some of my best work. She looking back at me, she talking some, baby, give me the moon. I'm like, what the fuck? Look, lady, I can give you a lot of shit, but I can't give you the moon. And I'm just going. She's like, no, nigga, the moon. I said, that night light over here on the head? But apparently it was the bzzz. It was the bzzz. Here's my problem. Because when I walked into her house, I was touching shit and touching my face. I didn't know that was a goddamn sex toy. You could have told me that was a sex toy. Picking shit up like, ooh, this is nice. Now I feel weird. Hoping my head don't break out. Like, I don't even... Nah, man. Ooh, wait. I got you. I got two more stories. He said I could just kick it, so we'll kick it for a second, then we'll get off. All right, y'all got any, like, great fears real quick? Like, greatest fears? Yeah? Heights, that's the one. What is it? Wasps. Oh, I hate wasps. You know, you got heights, wasps, people drowning. One of my greatest fears is dropping a baby. That's one of my greatest fears. The reason one of my greatest fears is dropping a baby is because that shit happened to me once. Here's the thing when you drop somebody's kid. You get you get blamed for everything that kid can't do. I dropped my little cousin Kevin some years ago, and every Thanksgiving they bring this shit up. Why little Kevin can't ride a bike? You know why little Kevin can't ride a bike, because Mac dropped him on his head when he was a baby. Little Kevin can't tie his shoes. You know why little Kevin can't tie his shoes, because Mac dropped him on his head when he was a baby. Little Kevin, 16, 17 years old, can't get a date to the prom. You know why he can't get a date to the prom? Because Mac dropped him on his head when he was a baby. First of all, he was ugly before I dropped him. That's not my... Don't blame me for that one. And he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. My arms. He shouldn't have been there. Should not have been there. I'm in on this. At recess, one of my favorite things to do, to watch. This is one very interesting recess. I walked in on a rap battle between two students. It was fan-fucking-tastic. It was a boy student and a girl student. The boy student name is David, but his rap name is David David. Here's the reason why his rap name is David David. When he first came to school, he had a stutter, and I was like, what's your name? He's like, David David, and that's just, it just stuck. It just stuck. And he was battling one of my girl students, her name Courtney, but her rap name is Full Court, and I thought that shit was hard. Full Court, that's a cold ass rap name for a child. Now I caught the end of David Davis' rap, and I caught the beginning of Full Court's, but I had to cut Full Court short because it got too real, too fast. Here's how David Davis' verse ended. He was like, all you do is spit garbage, cause your rhymes are trash. And you get passed around because you like all the boys in class. And all the kids was like, oh, Courtney's a hoe. I'm like, oh. I didn't know she was a hoe, relax. I didn't know. And it just ended. And then Full Court came in. She was very smooth with it. She said, I gotta get serious, face. She was like, I keep my pH balanced. I never stumble. You just dropped the ball. All you do is fumble. It's some secrets in your family that they keep a mumble. Make me mad, and I sneak into your bedroom like I'm your favorite uncle. I was like, oh, shit! Full court! Go half court! Full court! Go half court! Time out! It's like, how did you know this? Yo, Marlon Mack, that's my time. I appreciate y'all.
It's not enough. Selling niggas, but it's not enough. They better reach that, but it's not enough. Say bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Man, St. Louis is bringing some heated comedians, so thank you all again for coming. Now this next comedian, we're gonna go a little bit on the East Coast, right? We're gonna go to Delaware. Let's make some noise for Mike Stanley.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey everybody, how we doing? How we doing? How we feeling? Feeling good? Feeling great? Yes. Oh, these lights are bright. Man. See, when the lights go up, they call me Rice Skin Mike. That's what they call me. No, they don't. No. But when the lights go down, they call me One Night Stanley. You know what I'm saying? This is an interesting spot. What do they have? Do they do prom here? What's going on? Weddings? Oh, okay. I would assume so with the bar, because then it'd be underage, so then get reported. I don't know what happens. I don't know. I've done shows in multiple areas. I went to like Massachusetts for a show, and I was trying to find a place to stay at, and I'm looking through, and I'm like, 1867 hotel. No, we don't want that. Plantation? Hell no. Crazy. A little bit about me. I was a late bloomer. Any late bloomers in here tonight? Any? Oh, the only one. The only one? Only other one? No, it took me a little longer to get acclimated with things. You know, my mom was like overshadowing me, and she didn't want me to like go out all the time. But you know, I touched my first gina when well, I don't want to call it gina. No one else. It happened as nature intended. It was on a coach bus. And My girlfriend at the time, we were on a field trip. The chaperones were not doing their job, clearly. She had a blanket over, and then I felt bold, so I was putting my hand down there, and then I got down there, and I started like Michael Jackson and that shit. I was like, and she was sweating, and I was actually playing with the belly button the whole time. She's like, that's my belly button. It's like, this is the wettest belly button of all time. This is amazing. A little more about me. I came up in Section 8 housing, and any fellow poors in here? Fellow poors? Yeah. But now I have 2 white neighbors, and they're not on fentanyl. I made it, guys. I made it. Anyone make any New Year's resolutions in here? Do we still do that? I don't know if we still. Does anyone still do that anymore? I thought about what I would at least try to attempt to do. I think I should try, calling white people turkeys again. I think I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna call them turkeys. No? I'm gonna call them turkeys? All right. I don't like being called turkeys. My dad still does that. We'll be out somewhere and then just at the grocery store, and then they mess up his orders. Like, come on, turkeys, like that. It's not the 70s anymore. You need to relax. Oh man, 2026. What was the biggest news story about 2025? What was 2025? Oh, anyone see the Cracker Barrel thing that happened? Did anyone care about Cracker Barrel in here? Does anyone go to Cracker Barrel in here? No, they had a whole thing with Cracker Barrel because they were going to take the cracker off of the Cracker Barrel, and then the crackers were like, we want our cracker back, and they put the cracker back on the Cracker Barrel. I've never been to one, but I've seen the videos of like they were doing like these mass renovations and all that, which they didn't agree with either. So before it was given like, come in here, boy. That's what it was given before, and then now it's like given live, laugh, lynch. It's just, yeah. I'm looking at the news stories I haven't. Oh, there was a story out of, I don't know if you've seen this, the story out of Houston. This stripper was getting sued by this white guy because he claimed that he loaned her the money and he wanted it back. It's a true story, I swear. Which, why haven't I thought of this? Like, you're gonna pay me back with interest, bitch. You're gonna pay me back. But apparently it went to like the state Supreme Court or whatever it is in Texas. Who knows what happened in Texas, right? But, I know everyone's concerned about Roe v. Wade, but Hoe v. Wade could have way higher ramifications. Oh. All right. You want something a little more different? Okay. I don't make any money off of the Stanley businesses. Are you familiar with those? Stanley Steamer. You familiar with that? No? Yep. Morgan Stanley. No, I'm not making money for that either. But I have an idea though. I might have to make this like dating app that may be able to get me some extra funds because comedy doesn't. It pays, but it doesn't pay enough yet. We getting there though. We getting there. But I might make a dating app. You know what I'm gonna call it? One Night Stanley. Yeah, somebody's listening. Hell yeah! I like when people are listening. I'm 35. My doctor tells me that, oh, you're still young. It's like, my knees don't feel like it, sir. My knees don't feel young at all. One thing they don't warn you about, I guess when you hit your 30s, when I go on antibiotics, my chances of shitting myself increase like 100%. Like, it's wild. Like, it happened when I went to the doctor the other day, and I had to literally run to the bathroom, and I got real scared. I sounded like Cleveland from Family Guy. It's like, no. Man, I gotta be a better example. one thing, I got to be better example for my nephew. He's 6. Any uncles, aunts? Fun? The Funkles in here? Funkles? Yeah. Try to be a good example for my little nephew. He's 6. He's real big into this game called Roblox. Are familiar with Roblox? Any parents in here? Yeah, Roblox. Roblox is basically, how best I describe this? It's basically Grand Theft Auto for kids. That's basically what they're in this game world, and then they can do whatever they want as far as like building houses and running different stuff and all that. But he was very excited to show me, so I had to entertain him, right? He's like, oh, come over here, Uncle Mike. You can build hospitals, you can be a doctor, you can help everybody and all that. It's like, oh, that's cool. It's like, yeah, come over here. And then we can build police stations, and we can police everybody in the game world and everything. It's like, oh, that's cool. And now I'm gonna rob a bank. It's like, yo! He started vaping. It's like, Dobie's in the chat. It's like, yo, you're 6? What? Not familiar with Twitch in here, I'm sure. Make some money off of that, maybe. I don't know. Whenever, it was kind of traumatizing when that happened, and then I break out my Jesus song. I go, Jesus is the center of my joy. And then it brings me back down whenever something traumatizing happens. And anyone else do that in here? No? No, you just break something, or you just yell out "fuck" and then it gets over pretty quick. Okay. Usually a good fuck does it. I have a 3-year-old. She's about to be 4 at the end of this month, so that's been interesting. She's learning stuff very quickly. I don't know who she's been around though, because she looked at me and was like, drop it like a shoulder. What was this? She's like, drop it like a boulder, Daddy. Use your shoulders. It's like, yo, what? Who have you been around? Don't like that. Bring out the Jesus is the center of my joy. Yes. But my daughter's picking up more stuff, and she wants to watch TV and movies and all that. So we try to get her into the good stuff. So we watched The Lion King the other day. Not the remake that you shouldn't watch on shrooms. That you shouldn't. I don't recommend that. It's the original. That's like over 30 years old now. I don't know why I'm aging myself, but it got to the part where, spoiler alert, Mufasa dies. If you haven't seen it by now, I don't know what to tell you. But it got to that part, and then she got real emotional. She's like, "Not my Mufasa," and threw a mega block at the TV. It's like, "Ooh, baby girl, we got you into something else. We gotta get you into something else." So she's actually into Puss in Boots. Or familiar with Puss in Boots in here? He was talking about the Shrek and all that. Well, he wasn't talking. He was talking about Shrek earlier. She's into Puss in Boots. It's the cat that has its own movie. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is one of the greatest films of all time. By the way, I would recommend that to anybody. I don't care how old you are, you will enjoy it. But she loves the Puss in Boots. So I went to go type that in for her and everything. And then my wife goes, "What the hell is that on the TV?" And I look up. Y'all, I typed in pussy and booty, y'all. You know how you do something so dumb and then you're trying to cover your tracks, like, oh, babe, my muscle memory gets me sometimes, it gets me sometimes. It's like, it was autocorrect. It's like, oh, well, maybe I should go to therapy, I don't know. Jesus is the center of my joy. Oh, man. So the biggest thing that she's been into lately is Miss Rachel. Are we familiar with Miss Rachel in here? I heard her groan. He feels my pain. So Miss Rachel is basically, I would call it Sesame Street laced with a little bit of fentanyl. That's what I would call it. Well, I can't even say that now because she get Netflix checks now. She getting that money. But no, she loves that white woman, and I can't be mad because she teaches her shapes, her colors, how to ask for the manager, all things you need to get by in life, And the whole Miss Rachel thing is crazy because she has this thing where she has like a magic box, and I can't make this up. She asks you to put things in her magic box, guys. She has a catchphrase with it. She goes, Put it in, put it in, put it in.
I'm with you on this one, man.
Nightmares every night.
I feel like me and you went to Nam.
The Nam? No, I think my grandfather actually did, but
Reliving the nightmares.
I don't want you to relive the nightmares up here. I just want you to laugh, sir. I just want you to laugh. Say it with me. Jesus is the center of my joy. There you go. See how yeah. Picking it up, I'm putting it down. Hell yeah. But Mike, how do you deal with your childhood trauma? Marijuana. Now, I can't indulge as much as I used to because I gotta be responsible, right? But I will say that the edibles are banned in the Stanley household because we had a really bad experience. My wife had a panic attack when we were on our way back from a party. Anyone else have a bad experience with edibles in here? Anyone else admit it? Oh, she pointed them out. So, oh man, you had to help him sleep. Had to get him get in his bed. But no, she had a really bad experience. We were on our way back from a party, and she's passed out in the passenger seat. And all of a sudden, she wakes up, she's like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And I'm looking at her like, you know you're breathing, right? And she takes a second, she's like, oh. You right. That's why you bay. And then passed back. I was like, yo, what is happening right now? And I guess she got a second wind when she got back home because she was like, hey, you want to get in the bed? And she said it all sexy like, but I was still mad, so it took me a second. I was like, no. Oh yeah, let's go into the bed, man. So we get in the bed, and then she pushes me down, and she looks me straight in the eyes. And she's like, you ready? It's like, yeah. And then she goes, put it in, put it in, put it in. I felt like I was asleep. That's what I did. Jesus is the center. All right. Then my daughter was still awake. She's like, not my Mufasa, and threw a mega block at mom. It was just a Akuna Trauma all up in my house. It was bad. Oh man, this has been fun, man. I've been Light Skin Mike. You have a good night.
All right. I know we're getting a little tired. I know we're probably by bedtime. No, I don't know. But we got one more comedian. We're gonna go to the other side of the stage. We're gonna go to LA. Let's make some noise for KJ Reed.
Sure I do. I'm from the streets with a hood, swallow
St. Louis, make some fucking noise! Yeah! Oh man, I had to sit next to a nigga rapping to his SoundCloud mixtape. Y'all better make some noise for me, man. That plane ride was fucking brutal. Oh man, we feeling good in 2026? Yeah. We feeling good? Yeah. Okay, all right. Can I sit down? Is it okay? I'm getting old. Anybody else in here starting to feel a little old? Yeah. Okay. This is the last year of my 20s. So as soon as it's the last year of my 20s. I'm about to be 29. I gotta enjoy this shit. Because once it's done, it's done. As soon as the clock hit 2026, my knees started making noise. It sounded like my alternator. It just started going bad as soon as I got home. The first piece of mail I opened was an AARP brochure. It was a lot, man. Starting to get old. I know I'm getting old because I celebrated saving 45 cents at the gas station. And for those, if y'all have never been in LA gas is high as fuck. I seen like gas like about 240 around there. I almost wanted to just stay here. Gas in LA is almost $5. This shit is wild. You go to a pump, you gotta make a life decision. Do you wanna eat or get $10 of gas? You gotta pick. Starting to do old shit that my grandfather do. Like drive all the way home with my left blinker on. And then wonder why everybody blowing their horn at me. What the fuck you blowing at? Getting old, man. I lost my phone while I was on the phone. I was on the phone with my cousin. and we the same age, and I know he getting old because he tried to help me find a phone that we both was on at the same damn time. I told him, I'm trying to find this shit, I can't find it. He was like, what the last place you had it at? I said, well, I was on the phone with you, and then he said, well, I'm gonna hang up and call you back, see if you can find it. I'm getting old. I'm starting to get old, guys. I really am. I really fucking starting to get old. I lost like 70 pounds in the past year, guys. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys. No Ozempic. No Ozempic. Just pure uncut cocaine. That shit works wonder. Oh man. But I had to lose weight though. I had to. And I understand a lot of people lose weight for a lot of different reasons. You know, some people want to give themselves an opportunity to live longer, have a healthier life, you know, be able to go outside, play with their kids, be able to ride the rides at Disneyland. You know, a lot of different reasons. But my motivation was when my daughter tried to breastfeed on me. That's how I knew it was time to go get a goddamn gym membership. Anybody else in here on like a weight loss journey? Anybody? So y'all just fit? Okay. Nope. I get it. I ain't seen not one gym since I've been here, so.
Comfortably fat over here.
Say what you say?
Comfortably fat. You stay fat.
You stay fat. Okay, that's like this barbecue I've been here all about. Yeah, somebody actually told me y'all famous for Chinese food. Yeah? That ain't sound right. Okay, whatever. Oh, okay. Whatever. We're moving on. But my daughter, man, my daughter's 3. So I'm a new parent, still learning. And about a few weeks ago, my daughter's school calls me. First of all, for parents out there, y'all know, if your kid's school call you, they best be dead, right? Because there's no reason why you should be fucking calling me. Between 8 and 3, she's y'all problem. I paid too much fucking money in tuition for y'all to be bothering me. What the fuck do you want? I answered my phone. Her teacher called me in a panic. Mr. Reed, Kalia had an incident today. Is she okay? She's fine. So what the fuck are you calling me for? She goes, well, Kalia had a little bit of an incident with one of the kids during lunch today. So I go, ma'am, you said that earlier. What's the problem? She goes, well, at lunch, Kalia offended one of the kids. Now I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck do you offend another 3-year-old? That takes a lot of work to offend another 3-year-old. And I said, okay, so what happened? What did she do? She said, well, during lunch, Kalia called one of the other little boys a big bag. And for those who don't know what a big bag is, that was me about 70 pounds ago. And when she said that, my daughter called the other little boy a big bag, my first initial reaction was, did she lie? Because as a parent, we teach our kids not to lie, right? And y'all, parents, right? Make some noise, you're parents. Parents? Yeah? Okay, what is y'all like kids' age? What's the age range? 4? 8. 8? Who got like some older kids?
20.
How much?
20.
20? Okay, that's perfect. So, let me explain to you why you was a bad parent. Again, I'm a new parent, so I'm still learning. And a lot of shit that I'm teaching my daughter, it made me realize that my parents didn't know what the fuck they were doing. So I'm gonna explain to you why you were a bad parent. We teach our kids not to lie. Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy? What's his name?
No.
Noah? Perfect. If you come home and you see the word Noah written on the wall, and you say, who wrote Noah on the wall, you want him to tell the truth and say, I did it, right?
Or his little sister.
Or his little sister. We're not talking about her right now. Focus on Noah. That's your problem. You ain't show Noah enough love. You teach Noah to tell the truth, right?
Absolutely.
But you never told him in the situations to tell the truth. You just say, tell the truth. And that's what my daughter did. She told the truth because she heard daddy say, Kalia, tell the truth. But I never told her in what situations to tell the truth. If I come home and I see the lamp broken, I want her to tell me the truth about who broke the lamp. But she doesn't understand all truth moments. If we're sitting in church, you don't gotta tell me the truth about Sister Jenkins' breath. That's not a truth moment. It's not a fucking truth moment. You say you got a baby? How old's your baby? 4. Boy or girl? Girl. She lied? Of
course.
Yeah? She get it from you? I'll fucking figure. Oh man, so much shit going on in the world, man. There's a couple of a school bus driver, a teacher. Y'all been seeing all these teachers fucking these kids. Yeah. Did y'all see like the latest one where the teacher fucked the 12-year-old and got pregnant? Did y'all see that shit? That's some wild shit. That's some crazy shit. And my only problem about this shit is, where the fuck was these teachers at when I was in school? Miss Popolarski never offered me no damn pussy. A pussy is up in the A? Ooh! My guy right here, you look like you'll fuck the shit out your teacher. But I like the difference. The problem is, you know, us older people, you know, us. You know, the difference is the age gap. When I was a kid, my teacher looked like, my teacher name was Miss Guerin. Miss Guerin, she was 70 and senile. Miss Guerin looked like Jay-Z with a wig and lipstick. Problem now, these kids are spoiled. These fucking 15-year-olds got 25-year-olds teaching them. You want to fuck her too. You got Miss Jasmine. Miss Jasmine got her OnlyFans. That's the educators our world got right now. Miss Jasmine only make $30,000 a year and she makes $60,000 off of OnlyFans. That's the fucking problem. How you doing? You good? You look like you used to beat your kids. That's one thing you know what? One thing I've learned about Midwestern and Southern white people, y'all kind of the same, kind of similar to black folks when disciplining kids, y'all beat them. Am I right? Y'all beat y'all kids as long as I say shit. It's okay, I'm not gonna call child services. Y'all okay. It's a safe place. We can talk to each other, it's a safe place. I used to get my ass beat all the damn time.
Same.
Yeah. Y'all grew up getting your ass beat for shit y'all had nothing to do with? You ever get your ass beat because what somebody else didn't did? That shit is fucking terrible. I remember I got my ass beat because of what some other kids did. Me and my mom, we was at a mall, and these teenagers, it was acting bad, doing stupid shit, sagging. And my mom, she looked at me. I ain't did shit, I'm sitting there eating my pretzel. She goes, did you see that shit? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Did you see that shit? Boom. Boy, I better ever catch you doing no shit like that. It was tough, man. The difference is white kids have the privilege of calling child services. I couldn't call child service. You know how hard it is to call child service when your mama worked for child service? I couldn't do that shit. White kids, immediately, they get put on timeout. They call the child abuse hotline. I couldn't do that shit. I tried to call the child abuse hotline. My mama fuck up and answer the phone. I just be on the phone. Hello? My mama hit me. It's okay, baby. What's your name? KJ. Boy, if you don't get your ass on my goddamn phone calling my job, before I come home and beat your ass again. My mama ain't give a fuck about the call being recorded for quality purposes. She didn't give a fuck. She did not give. Hey, it's a black dude. Y'all make some noise for the one. I couldn't see you. Y'all make some noise for the black guy. I feel safe now.
Hey, I'm gonna take you to the Chinese food spot, man.
Okay, I see that. Why you ain't say shit? You were scared too, huh? You were scared. I know, we better leave together. I know, man. I know. Real quick, when I walked to White Castle, and I had a white Under Armour hoodie on, and you know, it's cold. For some reason, the sun is out and it's fucking freezing. So I had my hoodie on. And once I put my hoodie on, everybody started being nice to me. I had a white hoodie on. So I didn't realize why everybody was being so nice to me. And then as soon as I walk in to White Castle, I took it off because I didn't want to be rude. And then I got the worst fucking customer service I ever experienced in my life. So then I put two and two together, and then I put my hoodie back on, and I got some free strides with my shit. All right, I seen you and I just lost all my train of thought, bro. We soul brothers. We here for life with it, man. We here for life with it, man. Oh man, I want y'all to live 2026 with so much fucking joy. This is the last year of my 20s. When I realized that shit, I'm like, this is fucking wild. And then I look at y'all and be like, I'm blessed. It's okay. There ain't nothing wrong getting old. Especially when you're a single man. Sorry, you single? No, you don't look like it. I have the single side. That's what lets me know you're not single. How long you been trapped? I'm married.
Look at her.
40, oh, you're the one. I can see how he started sweating when he tried to calculate.
I had to make sure it was okay.
You had to make sure it's like dog years, huh? I asked you how long you been married. You had shit. Fuck, KJ, why you do this to me?
But my marriage license expired last year, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. You know what? I honestly think marriage license should expire every 5 years.
Yes, amen to that.
Yeah. Oh, you must have divorced your husband a few years ago.
I have both of them.
You hey.
Not like my third husband.
Your third husband? You got three?
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh. I'm not trying to be four. Oh man, you know the difference between married men? You know how they say married men live longer because they got a good woman? You may live longer, but that don't mean it's happy years. You go to a funeral of one of your close buddies that wasn't married, he was single. He may have died young, but he looked so peaceful in the casket. And that's what I want to do. I want to live peaceful. I want my wife. Look at you guys. You guys look wonderful together. I promise you, if you put a ring on her finger, never mind. St. Louis, my name is KJ Reed. I want to thank you guys.
And if your pants is a buster, 213 will break you late.
All right, thank you again so much for coming. Please follow us on all social medias. I can't thank the comics enough. Can't thank the bartender and all the staff helping record and take photos. Please be careful on your way home. Just like there's no I in team, just like stand up, there's no us without you. So thank you guys. You have a great night.
Regulate any stealing of this property. But you can't be any geek off the street.